Let me start with a question. If your life ended today, would you look back with peace or with regret? That's a sobering thought. But here's the good news. Regret is avoidable. Peace, joy, love, they are all possible. And they're not just for a lucky few. They're for anyone willing to make 7 very hard, but very worth it choices. These choices aren't about making life easier. They're about making life fuller. They're about stepping into a way of living where you're free from the bitterness of the past, the fear of the future, and the weight of things you were never meant to carry. So let's walk through them together. Choice number 1, forgive. This is the one everybody talks about, but very few actually do. Forgiving someone isn't saying what they did was okay. It's saying you won't carry it anymore. Because the truth is, holding a grudge doesn't trap them. It traps you. And forgiveness doesn't just release the other person. It releases your own soul. Choice number 2, forget now. I'm not saying erase your memory, but there's a difference between remembering something and reliving it every day. Forgetting in this sense means letting go of the replay button. It's refusing to make that hurt your daily soundtrack. Because you can't build a joyful future if your mind is stuck rerunning yesterday's pain. Choice number 3, love. Love is costly because it makes you vulnerable. It asks you to open your heart, sometimes to people who may never fully appreciate it. But here's the thing. Withholding love to protect yourself also keeps you from receiving it. And in my experience, the most fulfilled people are the ones who chose to love, even when it was risky. Choice number 4, laugh. This might sound simple, but it's one of the hardest things when life feels heavy. Laughter is an act of defiance against fear, stress, and anxiety. It's saying,
you don't get to control my joy.
Some of the most powerful people I've met are the ones who can laugh in the middle of a storm, because they've learned their joy isn't tied to circumstances. Choice number 5, identify. This is about knowing who you really are, beyond the titles, the roles, the income. When you know who you are, you stop letting other people define you. And when you stop letting them define you, you stop living for their approval. Living from your God-given identity frees you to live with authenticity and courage. Choice number 6. Remember, remembering is about holding on to the right things. Not your failures, but your victories. Not your shame, but the times you overcame. Not your fear, but the promises and principles that anchor you when life shakes. When you remember the right things, you walk into every new challenge with strength. Choice number 7, expect. This is about living with hope. And I'll be honest, hope can be hard because it's vulnerable. It's easier to lower your expectations than to be disappointed. But if you never expect, you'll never prepare for more, and you'll never step into the opportunities God puts in front of you. Each of these choices will cost you something. Forgiveness will cost you your right to get even. Forgetting will cost you your attachment to the past. Loving will cost you your fear of being hurt. Laughing will cost you the comfort of staying serious. Identifying will cost you the masks you've worn to fit in. Remembering will cost you the habit of dwelling on what went wrong. Expecting will cost you the protection of low hopes. But here's the truth. What they cost is nothing compared to what they give. They give you peace. They give you freedom. They give you the kind of life where you wake up in the morning excited to live it. No matter what's in your bank account, no matter what's happening in the headlines, no matter what anyone else says, you only get one life. You can fill it with resentment, fear, and what-ifs. Or you can fill it with love, joy, and purpose. And it all comes down to these 7 hard choices. The question is, will you make them? I'm Rob Saunders, and if this message spoke to you, subscribe and keep walking with me. Because the life you're called to live is closer than you think. And it's on the other side of choices that cost you something today, but give you everything tomorrow.